Let's get into this DanDaDan. That was the only thing. That's the only thing.
They didn't show the intro.
And I went to the other theater. I was late.
So they did. Was it episodes?
It was episodes, but they basically like it didn't end an episode because like with Demon Slayer, they would have an intro and an outro and then start the new episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
The DanDaDan people were like, we're not doing that fucking dumb shit.
Just one.
Good.
They would just like it would just kind of like fade out and then fade back in.
Okay,
And
that's
when you
good
see
then.
the director, that's how you know you've gone too far.
Yeah, they did an interview with the director at the end. I was like,
He was like, all right, let's get the fuck up.
Oh, y'all so terrible. Y'all should have watched that. That would have been cool commentary.
He was very passionate about it too.
Because
and
I
Nick
would
was
say,
like, I'm not
I would
watching
say
this
that
shit.
I'm not to talk or gloat about myself, but I think I started to write a book,
Oh shit.
and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and reading a lot of stuff about what it takes to write scripts and books and stuff. And I have a little more respect for directors and stuff now.
oh, I respect them. I'm not
So,
sitting
like,
there for the interview though.
But like, I would have sat through it only to see.
You would not have because we were in an AMC theater that didn't have the fucking recliners. It was the old school theater.
at home.
Where
I
you gotta,
rather
excuse
watch
me,
that at home.
Excuse me. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
And then it was these,
AMC.
and then it was these black people that was talking in front of us. That was loud. It was for them. I don't care.
We were at the AMC.
See Mound, right?
Mount. We're
on
that's
Hall
Imagine.
Road.
It was the AMC Forum.
Yeah, we were at the AMC Forum on Mount.
That shit looked good as hell too.
Yeah, Hall and
Oh
Mount.
That shit looked good as hell. We need
It
to go
was
there
trash.
more.
Where beat ups?
No, that AMC Forum, that shit was nice as hell.
No, the fuck it wasn't. We were sitting in old school seats.
Well, the outside looked nice.
The outside looks
the
nice.
theater-
The outside looks nice because nobody goes there.
The theater inside was so trash, bro. It was so compact. It was like
Well, because
It was-
the
I
anime
remember-
movie, so they probably didn't expect to make no money.
Yeah.
yeah.
it was.
I don't think they have
people
updated
there.
seats in any of their stuff.
I'm mad about no theme song.
But there was
that
no
kinda-
theme
that
song,
kinda
no
threw me
outro.
off.
No
But
theme song.
Go
no
ahead and
outro.
explain it.
But they did, I think it was about 4 episodes they did.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
that-
Because they did the whole Evil Eye arc, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which seemed to be a total 4 episodes. That shit was funny as fuck.
Was it?
It was, bro.
Because the trailer made it look like it was horror, scary.
Well, the problem is it's supposed to come off as depressing.
Yeah.
But the way that they did it in the anime, unfortunately, came off more funny because the evil eye. It's not the evil eye's fault when you're watching, like as you're watching, but there's a giant worm that lives underneath the ground there.
Because they're at Joji's house.
Yeah, and spoilers for season 2 of DanDaDan, by the way. So the worm underneath the house emits an energy wave that makes people commit suicide.
Oh, shit.
But it's the kids of the families always get saved because in that same spot, there was a little kid who was burned to death as a sacrifice to said worm. So his spirit lives there. So he was never able to play with other kids. He was just left in a shed to rot until they were ready to burn him to death. So like the whole thing was him wanting to play with other kids. So when families would move into that house, there's an ancient family that lives in the village who sacrifices people to the worm so that the volcano won't explode. And they had them live in that house specifically because that's where the worm lived underneath. So they were like, we'll just make it, the worm's right there, we'll just make it right there. So the worm emits an energy that creates, like anybody in the area commits suicide. They just want to kill themselves. But since the evil eye always wanted to play with little kids, his power negated the suicide effect of the worm. So the little kids never wanted to commit suicide.
Oh.
But their parents ended up killing themselves.
And what happens to these kids?
Foster kids. Or they get sacrificed to the worm by the ancient family. So like the parents would kill themselves, then the ancient family would be like, all right, feed you the worm. So they would end up dying anyway.
And then the animation on the kid, well, like, because when they tell the story and everything, it switches animation styles and like the tone switches. Like no dialogue. Everything is told through like pictures and everything.
Yeah.
And, like
Like
DanDaDan
what happened
is
with
very-
Big Lady.
But you know that. When DanDaDan, like when it gets to like the serious part,
Yeah.
like, when they even show
They
the little
shut it
flashback
down.
with like the mother and the
Yeah,
child
that's
and
it,
everything.
yeah.
It gets mad serious.
That
Like,
was so sad.
Like me and Mac talking about, we over here tearing up and shit. Like, yo, this shit.
He
is
was
sad.
laughing during the suicide.
Yo, okay, I was
But
laughing.
because, go ahead.
Not the kid, not the
honestly, honestly.
No, I will have to agree with him on this though.
However, it
because-
sounds about Leer.
But look, other people are laughing.
I love
too.
you, but that's
no. In the manga, it's different.
You'll see.
In the manga, it's different, but in this one, other people were laughing too because like it showed the little kid seeing the evil eye, which was just another little kid, and they would be like, "The fuck!" And then all of a sudden,
He started
it would
hitting his
go,
dance.
Yeah, he would hit a dance, and then all of a sudden, the parents are just hanging.
Oh no.
So it would just be like him dancing, switch to dead.
Shit.
So it was just like, and then it would cut to the next family. Little kid would see him, be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then he'd hit the little dance, bitch, dad. And it's just like, bro, what? It was the transition from dancing to hanging that was just like, oh, come on, you could have done this a little bit differently. You act like his dance moves were so bad, they're like, we're fucking killing ourselves.
And then it was this like family living in the house with Gigi that was kind of like bossing them around. and
That's the
shit.
ancient family.
Yeah, that was the ancient family.
It was their house.
And it was just the way that they were beaten, the way that it was the main one, the main old lady. They kind of looked like the old ladies kind of looked like Golden Girls at first.
Yeah.
And then like Momo was off like at this hot spring. She was out there just doing her own thing. But anyway, when she ended up coming home and the old lady fought her, and like she started beating the fuck out of her and shit. And like Momo got psychic powers and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck is going
Does
on?
Joji
lose
get
my
powers?
Gigi, yeah.
Gigi, I'm sorry.
He ends up getting possessed by the evil eye.
Is that his new power now?
Yes, and he is
Is he OP?
angry.
Yeah,
he is OP as fuck.
This
I'm
nigga fought
excited.
himself out his pants. That shit was crazy, bro.
He only fights in his underwear.
That shit was crazy.
He only fights in his underwear.
I'm looking at this
Evil Eye.
shit. This shit crazy.
The evil eye is OP as fuck.
I'm excited.
That boy was
So,
hitting the soccer ball.
spoilers for future DanDaDan stuff. The evil eye, they have no way to defeat the evil eye, so they have to make a pact with the evil eye. Because again, at the end of the day, the evil eye is just a little boy who's angry at the world for mistreating him, and that's all it is. But Gigi, like they have a way to split Gigi from the evil eye, but Gigi promised the little boy that he wouldn't abandon him.
Oh, so now he's essentially part of the group now because he's
Yes, but but when the evil eye comes out, he's evil. He just wants to kill everyone.
but he kills
Like
for
the
the sake
boy.
of good.
No, he doesn't. He just still wants to kill everybody.
Oh,
But they made a pact with Okuran because Okuran comes to a point where he's strong enough to go toe to toe with the evil eye. So like basically they made a pact where it's like if he ever like comes out, they're just gonna play. So they're just gonna fight. So just those two are gonna fight. Made a pact like you can only fight Okuran. And he's like, deal. He's like, because it's the only time he's ever had fun is when they're fighting each other. So they make a pact. But they could have separated Gigi from the little boy, but he was like, bro, when we first merged, he's like, I told the little boy I'm not gonna abandon you. And because Gigi is a sweet, sweet lad.
He is.
Yeah.
Gigi
Bro
is
was
amazing.
dancing while the little boy was on the ground, like kind of like
Yeah.
crying and shit.
Well, because the little boy
They-
said he
they was
wanted to fight,
playing with
but
him,
Gigi
yeah.
was like, all right, yeah. And then he started like dancing at him, and
the nigga started laughing. I'm like,
yeah.
all right.
And so Gigi's sweet, bro. I love Gigi. He's my
I'm
favorite
excited.
character in the whole show. But they made the pact so he can only change if Liquid touches him.
What?
If Liquid touches him, he changes to the evil eye.
Oh.
So if
If
he
it rains
sweats,
as fuck.
if he sweats, if it rains, if he cries,
Oh.
changes. And then warm water changes him back, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
It's a very convoluted.
Yeah.
It becomes very interesting in situations because like there's a scene where like they're just sitting at a table, I think having soup, and he spills or tea or some shit, and then spills on him, and then all of a sudden the whole house is wrecked because the evil eye's out and he's just wrecking shit. Because again, he's very violent. So as soon as he comes out, he just starts fucking shit up.
Sounds like DanDaDan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. It's
How are
very
the
good.
character relation with Okarun and Momo and everything?
It was great. I mean, there was the scene where Gigi and Okuran are kind of hang out because Momo left them so that they could bond. And
Yeah, that's
it
how
was-
the season ended.
Yeah,
that was kicking the soccer ball.
Yeah, kicking the
Yeah.
soccer ball. I feel like that's adorable. They become really close friends, and even in this, Okuran gets mad at the evil eye because he's like, "You tarnished my friend's reputation."
Oh.
Gigi would never hit Momo. And he goes, "And you made him do that."
And
Oh,
this,
yeah.
and in these episodes, like it showed a lot of Turbo Granny being, you know, in the form and everything, or kitty form and everything.
Yeah.
So she was out there helping Momo out when
okay.
when the dude side of the family were kind of stalking her at the
They're trying to R her.
yeah, they're trying to R her at the fucking hot springs. That shit took a turn. I'm like, what the fuck? This shit kind of
Well, you know,
Kinda
Turbo
creepy.
Granny.
Yeah.
She
you don't
was
play that shit.
She was the one who was defending people in that tunnel.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
She does not play with.
Yeah,
She
she
does
doesn't
not
like
play
that.
with
So
that.
she saved Momo
that's good.
in that situation.
Well, it wasn't a lot of Momo Okaron like alone. It was a lot of Gigi, Turbo Granny, Momo.
Okay.
Like it was more
The
along
other
that line,
girl
which was cool.
in that episode.
Well, she wasn't here.
No,
wasn't
she's
here.
not
Okay,
here.
Yes.
okay.
But it's a great start to the season.
Mm-hmm.
The animation is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Evil Eye looks fucking insanely good. And like Gigi as Evil Eye looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
So clean. The purple in there looks amazing. Just you guys are gonna love it. You guys
Yeah,
are gonna
the,
love it.
It was very entertaining. It wasn't the one doll part. It was funny. All the way. It was DanDaDan. It was funny.
They
Then the animation got good, especially when what was the Evil Eye and fucking Okaron were fighting, and he did that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
oh my
He
god.
tapped him in that like the house and
Jesus.
shit. That shit was
Yeah,
fire.
bro. That shit was fire. Or when he was killing the worm and he kept kicking the soccer ball.
Oh yeah.
Man. Because
Yeah.
he created
I can't
a
wait for
soccer
that.
ball out of depressed spirits.
I can't wait for
nice.
the animation to come out. Like,
Yeah.
Netflix and
cool.
it's coming out soon.
July.
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah.
sure. So, but I mean, if you can get to the theater to see,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
it,
see it this
ahead
week,
of time,
actually.
then definitely do it because it is so good. The one thing that DanDaDan is very good at is balancing serious with funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a part where a lot of the animes kind of lack, where sometimes it's too funny,
It's too
or sometimes
heavy.
it's
That's
too
so real.
serious.
Sometimes,
Like either be one or the other.
or you can do both. Again, I've been absorbing a lot of storytelling material lately, and sometimes the balance is really good. Like if you're a drama, for instance, you need to have your content 75% drama and then 25% comedy,
Right.
and the inverse. And I think sometimes, and especially in animes, it be gas to the pedal of the genre sometimes,
Yeah.
and not really a balance.
That's what I'm
Like
saying. You need
My
a balance.
Hero is a good example of that. Like that to the point where it takes me out of it sometimes. Like
Yeah.
it'll be like 6, 7 episodes of gas to the pedal of just